Welcome back to Kermode Uncut. It's the time of year when we traditionally like to look forward and see what's coming up in 2014. What are the big films on the horizons? What are the films that I'm looking forward to? More importantly, the films that you're looking forward to. Occasionally, you're at this time of year and you look forward and you just think, well, it's just going to be sequels. There's going to be, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Adventure takes to the skies again.
This is amazing!
And 22 Jump Street. See what they did there.
White boy wasted.
We need an expert to consult.
And of course, looming over everything like a great big behemoth, Transformers 4. Open mind, open mind. However, there are some sequels afoot that I'm excited about, most notably The Raid 2, Berandal, which is the new movie which we've been waiting for by Gareth Evans. I absolutely loved the original Raid. Funnily enough, I've been following him on Twitter and getting regular updates on how The Raid 2 has been going. But The Raid 2, to me, looks like a sequel I can really look forward to. I want it to be really, really good. From Gareth Evans to Gareth Edwards, the guy who made Monsters, for an absolute pittance, did all those special effects in his bedroom. There's incredible extraterrestrial creatures knocked together on a computer that was literally in his bedroom. Well, now he's brought us the new version of Godzilla, and I really, really like Gareth Edwards. Once again, it's a film that I'm looking forward to, that I really want to work. Now, it's always nice to have a title fight to look ahead to. In 2014, we have a biblical title fight. In one corner, we have Russell Crowe as Noah in Darren Aronofsky's long-awaited epic. In the other corner, coming out in the autumn, hopefully, Ridley Scott's Exodus, starring Christian Bale. Noah versus Moses. That's what I call a fight. If you're a regular visitor here at Kermode Uncut, you'll know what a big fan I am of Christopher Nolan. Made the Dark Knight trilogy, some fantastic work. Made Inception, which I thought was one of those movies that demonstrated that blockbusters could be every bit as intelligent as edgy art house films. Well, the new Christopher Nolan film is coming, Interstellar, co-written with his longtime collaborator and his brother, Jonathan Nolan. Now, interestingly enough, in the case of Interstellar, which looks like a really exciting project, it's not shot by Chris Nolan's longtime DP, Wally Pfister. Why? Well, because Wally Pfister has gone off and made his own feature, Transcendence, starring Johnny Depp, which again is kind of sci-fi fantasy, which I'm really looking forward to. Wally Pfister is somebody whose career I have followed for years and years. Wally Pfister's name kept coming up as a cinematographer on all these straight-to-video erotic thrillers, and many of those movies weren't any good, but looking at them you thought, he's really got something. He's got a really, really good eye. Then, of course, he became Chris Nolan's right-hand man. Now he's taken on the directorial helm, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Wally Pfister does with Transcendence. Something to look forward to in the rather nearer future, of course, the Zero Theorem, the new film from Terry Gilliam. It played the festival circuit last year. Got sort of mixed responses, although when we did the best and worst of the year on Radio 5 Live, somebody sent in a list that said it was one of their favourite films of the year. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm a huge Terry Gilliam fan. The interesting thing about Gilliam, he's one of those directors who, when his films work, they're great, but sometimes even when they don't work, they're really interesting. He's a visionary filmmaker. He's somebody who actually cares about cinema, who lives and breathes cinema, and I always look forward to a new Terry Gilliam film. So the Zero Theorem, I'm very much looking forward to. But before all of that, opening on Friday, 12 Years a Slave, the new film by Steve McQueen, with outstanding central performance by Chiwetel Ejiofor. Interesting thing, 12 Years a Slave is going to be the first film that many people see in 2014, and I predict that it may well turn out to be the best film they see all year. You'll know, of course, that it's already topping the list of potential awards contenders. It's got several Golden Globe nominations. It's sure to get nominated at the BAFTAs and indeed at the Oscars. It's a leading best film contender. It's a really extraordinary film from an outstanding director. Steve McQueen is a wonderful filmmaker, somebody who feels stories passionately. It's historical, it's true, it's important, but it's also a piece of pure cinema.
All is lost.
If you want to survive, do and say as little as possible.
Solar rising.
Well, I don't want to survive.
For the year when joy.
I want to live.
Now, just looking at the list of forthcoming releases, those are the ones that catch my attention. But the interesting thing for me is that every year, the movies which strike home the most are the ones I don't expect. I mean, my favourite film of last year was Good Vibrations, the wonderful story of Terry Hooley and the Belfast punk movement in the 1970s. So in a way, the thing I'm most looking forward to is, as always, the film I know nothing about, the film I least expect. What about you? What are you looking forward to? What do you think are going to be the highlights of 2014? Let me know.